Hey everyone, my name's Rick and welcome to Hazed Reactions. I'm with my wife Corrina and we've got her best friend Katie, and we're here to break down a select few, and by few I mean 6 songs.
We mean half the album.
Half the album.
As few as we could get it to.
Of Taylor's new album, Life of a Showgirl. Now here's the deal. I don't really fit the demographic of a Taylor fan, and that's because I'm not a Taylor fan. Katie is. Katie, tell us about your fandom.
Me? Little old me?
Little old you.
Little old me. Who's afraid of little old me? The puns will be punning so hard.
Yes.
I've literally been a fan from the beginning, like from 2006 on, not to give away our ages, but I am the same age as Taylor. And I was 16 when this came out. And like, I mean, not every teenage girl, but I was obsessed with boys and love and fairy tales and country music and all the things. And here comes Taylor Swift, this little blonde country girl that I'm like, hey, we could be friends. And she just inspired me so much growing up. Like, this girl hustled so hard to get to where she is, like even when she was 16, earlier than when she was 16 years old. And she was somebody that I looked at as someone from a small town. Like, it's just mind-boggling what she's done. And then to see her trajectory over the years is, just chef's kiss. But I just love her so much. I totally am one of those people that Taylor Swift is the soundtrack to my life. Literally from 16 years old to 35 years old, she has gotten me through my best moments, my worst moments, my breakups with friends, like life, death, happy, sad, like everything in between. She has gotten me through life, and she was my friend when I felt like I had no friends. She's always been somebody that I could relate to, in a sense. You know, she's on a larger scale these days, but you know, she just, the way that she writes her lyrics, if you don't know the feeling or emotion that you have about something and you listen to one of her songs, you're like, oh my God, yes. Like, how did you pluck that out of my brain? How did you know that's what I was feeling? And she just it's just beautiful art. I love her so much. I will, we're going to do this for a while, so we'll share more stories as we go. But I'm a day oneer.
I love it.
So from what I've learned, and because Corrina was not a Swiftie, we've been together 10 years.
Yeah.
Corrina's fandom started about 2 years ago when her and Katie met.
Yes.
And I can say, to kind of intro you in, you have dove in head first. And because of you, I know now that clowning has a different meaning.
Yeah.
So
yes, exactly.
You want to kind of go yours.
It's a very positive thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess sometimes it can be flipped, but no, yeah, I definitely and it wasn't like I didn't like Taylor. It was I just wasn't a fan. I didn't listen to her regularly if she was on the radio. It wasn't like I was going to change the channel or anything, but it wasn't like I went out of my way to listen to her music. I, like many other people out there, thought that Taylor was very simple, very basic pop star. You know, shake it off, shake it off. That's what I thought all of her songs were. And even since then, since I've kind of, like you said, dove into this fandom and learning about Taylor Swift and how she writes her songs, even something like Shake It Off has such a deeper meaning now that I really, truly understand everything. Beautiful situations like Blank Space, where she was taking all this heavy criticism and she was like, actually, you know what? That's a really interesting character. I'm going to write an entire song, life story about that character because that's actually really funny. A serial dater who like flies men and just captures their hearts. And like, once you actually dive in and you learn even the like things that come off kind of simple and basic have such a deeper meaning for Taylor, I think it makes her music mean a lot more. And for me, finding her later in my life was almost like a way for me to, because kind of like you said, Katie, there's so many times in life where you experience something and you don't have the words, you don't know how to explain what you were feeling or, how it affected you. And since discovering Taylor later in my life, I think has actually kind of almost been beneficial for me because I've been able to go back through all of her discography and relate to so many things that were unhealed in me before, whether, like you said, it was a breakup or a friend breakup or a betrayal or falling in love for the very first time, just all of these things that I never really knew how to describe or what the experience really meant. She lived it and she tells you in her songs, and it's so easy to relate to. And there's so many parts of myself that honestly, I've been able to go back and heal through a lot of her music that wasn't healed before. So big thank you to Katie for bringing that into my life. But I am definitely kind of more of an Eras Tour era Swiftie. That's when I came around.
Now, I wanted to get all of that out of the way to say I'm not. I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not a fan. I'll be completely honest. I've always known who Taylor Swift is because I'm alive, and she's been a steady. She's been a steady part of the news since 2007-8. I've always kind of known about her.
Right.
But obviously not her demographic, not my vibe. No hate on her. I've never been like, oh, I hate Taylor Swift. It's just not my thing. It'd be like saying I hated Madonna. No, it's just not my thing, but good for her. You know what I mean?
Right.
With that being said, I didn't really kind of really take notice of her till probably 2013. And it was the Grammys and Kendrick Lamar was playing with Imagine Dragons.
Yep.
And they panned out to the crowd and there was only 2 people standing up, dancing and having a great time, truly enjoying the show. And it was Taylor Swift, and I believe probably one of her girlfriends, whoever it may have been.
Right. I can't remember who was standing.
I honestly don't remember who it was. I just remember her in the sparkly dress.
Yeah, my heart wants to say Selena, but I feel like that's just because I always want to put them together.
It was a blonde girl. It could have been Katie for all I know.
I wish it was. One day we'll get there.
I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan, and I saw that. I was like, that's fucking cool. I respect that. And then obviously, I know they did a song together, and I was like, oh, that's super cool. Good for them. But
and that shit goes.
Once again, not my demographic. As you can tell, I'm wearing football stuff because it's Sunday, and I'm actually taking the time not to watch the games today to do
I just thought of something, and I'm sorry. I have to say it now, otherwise I'm going to forget. Guys, this is full circle of the very first time I ever recorded with you. Because I don't know if you remember, but it was when Travis and Taylor first started dating.
Yes. And, I remember that. That's how it started.
Yeah, I got Rick at the end with hey, how do you feel that Taylor put Travis on the map? And now here we are and they're engaged.
Oh my God. That's amazing. Okay, so really quick for any of our new listeners out there who are listening and you're like, what is she talking about?
You brought it up though.
You're like, what is she talking about? This is your first episode. We actually have been doing another podcast for the past 4 years. Katie's been with us for about 1.5 years on that podcast. We were talking about a reality competition show. And so we are all very familiar. We've been recording with each other for, a long time now. But this is just our first time that we will be reacting to Taylor. So I just wanted to kind of clear up that a little bit.
Yeah. And that's why you're seeing the new title, Hazed Reactions. Yeah. It's a new channel based on more than just the challenge. Now we're diving into music passions and movies and TV shows. And getting back to this episode, like I was saying with Taylor Swift, I knew about her, but didn't really, I was like, whatever. In fact, when Corrina first started going on the Taylor journey, I remember she put a song on in the house and I heard it and I was like, oh, I've heard this song before. It's not bad. And she's like, yeah, it's Taylor Swift. I was like, no shit. I didn't know it was Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
With that being said, so I've heard songs and some of them are good. Some of them I'm like, all right, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I don't know when a new album's coming out unless a football player's talking about it.
Which is happening a lot.
Yeah. So I've known about this album. But Corrina is like, it's a bop. You need to listen to it. I'm like, okay, well, let's do it on this show.
Yeah.
And so Corrina and Katie have picked out 6 songs that they think based on my music interests, which you can speak to.
Based on his music interests. And then also just kind of based on, like he said, obviously I'm a newer Swiftie. I've been playing Taylor Swift literally nonstop. I know and some people exaggerate with that, but it has been nonstop Taylor in our house for 2 years, Yeah. And so he's, heard other songs. And so there are other songs of Taylor's that he's been like, oh, that's actually a really good song, or that's a really pretty song, or, oh, wow, I can't believe that's Taylor, So the selections were based off of what we think he would like most on Showgirl.
Yeah. And just to kind of give you the layer of this, when Corrina first told me about a song called Cruel Summer, I thought she was talking about this.
Banger, by the way. Absolute
such a banger.
Oh, God, I love that.
Just speaks to me. Karate Kid, motorcycle, soccer, karate kick.
Unlocked memories.
Yeah, sweet the leg, Daniel's son.
Oh
just
God,
all of that.
So good.
Anyways, so we're going to dive into this. I have no idea which songs they've picked. Now, full disclosure, once again, I am human. I have social media. So I have heard bridges and choruses to Taylor songs, one of which I know the title to, and I know kind of what song it is. I don't know if it's going to be on this list or not. But
and you haven't really, just to clarify, he hasn't really heard any of like the verses. He's mainly like on Instagram. Everybody's using the
TikTok.
That's what I've heard.
The choruses of a few of her bigger songs on this album.
And the one that I can think of that I know is Opalite, right? Yeah. But otherwise, I don't really know anything about the album. I've heard some of the track titles and stuff like that, but I couldn't really tell you what each song sounded like or what the lyrics are. So this will be an actual reaction to me hearing this the first time. Mm-hmm. You guys obviously probably hearing it for the 300th time by this point. I know the album just came out like a week ago, but still.
Yeah.
Day one, we knew it, baby.
This will be my first time listening to any of these songs with headphones on. I have not done that yet. I've only listened to it in the house, like on the speaker. I've played it on the TV, like on YouTube, and then I've played it in my car. But this will be the first time that I am literally directly injecting it into my eardrums. So I am very excited for this.
Injecting it into my eardrums. Into my ear holes.
Yes, just bleed into my brain, please. This is what I need. So I'm actually really excited to listen to these songs again and like really get a feel for the music and the backing tracks and the ad-libbing and just all of that. So I'm very excited for this. Let's go ahead and...
Well, before you say that, I do want to kind of speak to the title of our channel.
Yeah,
because
go for it.
I have indulged, because I want to fill it. I want to try to
deep
really
in your soul.
Open my mind to the music. I'm not walking into this expecting it to be hip hop or R&B. I'm expecting pop.
Yeah.
But I am open-minded, and whenever you're ready, let's put the first song on.
All right, so we're going to get started with our first song for Rick to react to today. And
what's
Rick
the first
reacts,
one?
bitches.
We are actually, okay, look, I feel like it would be an absolute disservice to Taylor and the amount of work and thought that she puts into her albums to not start you off with the very first opening song.
Oh, so we're going
I concur.
We are going to go. Yes. So here's what I want the listeners to know. Okay. We have 6 songs for Rick today.
Show the track.
They are not the first 6 songs of the album, but we are going to go in the order that they appear on the album. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Just because Taylor she very much tells a story. She sets a setting. There are some songs we are skipping because the point of this episode
is to
convert him, right? So I don't want to play songs that
be easy.
Yeah, I don't want to play songs that he might not relate to as much. So we're going to do the 6 we picked, but we're going to do them in the order they appear on the album. So you still kind of get a feel for the flow and vibe of the album. And they are all like, we have songs from the beginning, middle, and end of the album. So you'll get a nice idea.
Just because you said the words relate and you guys have been working on this, I swear to God, if you guys play wood,
oh, dang it.
We're going to have words after this, okay?
Well, you know what's really funny is that's one that I pushed hard for.
I will do a listen through on it. I do know what that's about.
Oh my gosh.
Or what part of it may be about. But.
Yes. No, I was wrong. I was wrong when I told you that only part of it was about Travis.
Okay.
It is all about Travis.
All right, so let's jump into song number 1. What is it?
All right, we're going to jump into song 1, and it is going to be The Fate of Ophelia.
This side.
Oh.
I am so excited for this. All right.
I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone. As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch it blow. And if you'd never call for me, I might have drowned in the melancholy. I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I, right before you lit my sky up.
Question before we get into the bridge.
Okay. The chorus,
Or the chorus, yeah. Is this like based on Ophelia Hamlet?
Yes.
Because I caught the line about catch me drowning in the melancholy. And I don't know Hamlet's
Claps,
story, but I do know
claps. Do we have an audience button?
We should. I'm going to add one.
I was right?
You were right.
Holy shit.
I'm so proud of you.
This song is based on the story of Hamlet and Ophelia.
Okay.
And, obviously Ophelia's drowning / suicide that nobody really knows, due to the immense heartbreak and angst that she was
grief
living with.
And confusion.
Grief.
She literally loved so much she almost died.
Okay, I have 2 things then. One, she said, I would have. Is she referring to Taylor when saying that? Like that he saved her from that? Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, and she'll break in more in the next.
Yes, we'll pin that thought.
Okay, so can we take the pin out of it now?
Yes,
absolutely.
His hands catching the ball, his team, obviously.
Yes.
There's.
Okay, give me some more. Then.
So, yes, she does pledge allegiance to his hands. Okay.
His team and his
She also
vibes.
pledges allegiance to his team and his vibes because Travis is a vibe booster.
He's such
and I know
a vibe.
Travis does bowl. He's on a bowling team. He said it before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways,
his hand
it
fits
could have been.
perfect.
I'm just saying that it might not have been the Chiefs.
Okay. It could, but maybe not the Chiefs. You're right.
No,
You're right.
and if you think about it, like pledge allegiance to your team, it could be like your tribe, like your last name,
your family. Oh, that's actually
Could be.
good. I didn't even think about that.
Now I know this was written way before the engagement,
right?
But just
that's okay.
Women, I know y'all start writing your signatures out as soon as you find someone that you really think about it. So I get it. I do the same thing.
I will say that
I was like, Corrina.
There is. Oh my God! There is a song on this album that is very much marriage, children. We're in this forever, and it was written before. So your point is valid.
Okay.
Your point is valid.
Okay.
Your point is valid. Okay.
I also can I touch on something before we go? You started talking about it before we started playing you this part, and Taylor, literally, I have been consuming and devouring every single interview she's done since she has put this out. And she said it herself that when she did Tortured Poets Department, by the time it released, she was not in that place anymore, and she was not sad, and she wasn't excited to talk about it anymore. And with this album, she still is very much in this happy, just love bubble. So she said it's the first time she's put an album out where it matches the feeling that she has.
It. Yeah.
She's still in
I
the vibe.
loved it. And I loved how she was like, when Tortured Poets came out, it was like, I just put my cell phone in the drawer for a week. Like, I don't want, you know, but now, and I'm trying to think, did we even get any interviews, any late night show interviews for Tortured Poets? I don't think we did.
I think just
maybe one.
I think Jimmy Fallon. I remember him.
Like 6 for Showgirl. Crazy.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we pulled it back just a little bit. Yes, let's get back into Fate of Ophelia.
I was stuck on the previous line before we got.
And I'm glad you figured out how to do it with the. I'm fucking.
I'm
look at you.
Genius.
To my hands.
Yeah, pledge allegiance to your hands.
The eldest daughter of a nobleman, Ophelia lived in fantasy. But love was a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity. And if you'd never called for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown, a vine, pulling me into the fire.
Hold the fucking phone. All right, you go first because I got some shit to say.
Few things that I'm noticing. Love the kaleidoscope in this video. We're watching. It's a dope, and she's giving me kind of two like vibes, for lack of a better term. Princess Bride.
Ooh, okay.
Or is that the one from the 80s? Is that the one I'm thinking about? Yeah, she's kind of giving that vibe a little bit. And then she's also giving Stevie Nicks vibe. Just the tone of her voice and the chorus. It's giving me very much Fleetwood Mac.
Yes.
And fun fact, Taylor and Stevie are like friends.
Yeah, they're really good friends.
And I love that part right there.
It's amazing.
That clap in it.
And she gets advice from Stevie.
Mm-hmm.
It gives it an old school sound. I love it. It's a bop. It's for sure a bop. I'll give you guys that.
For sure.
How'd you dance to?
How'd you rewind a little?
This?
Okay. That's I didn't need that much.
That's what she said.
Every night.
That's apparent. Yeah, that's exactly what Taylor said. Redwood tree.
Magic wands.
New heights of manhood.
I was going to say something Harry Potter related, but we jumped past that real quick.
We really did. No. Not that kind of
You can save this for a bloopers reel.
This is all
This is to draw the people in. Come to us.
Opening.
Okay.
Okay, so really quick, one of the things I have to say that I absolutely love about Taylor is her squeaks. Her fucking squeaks, dude. They literally, they itch something inside of my brain, inside of my soul that just, it's like, I just melt. And this squeak right here at the end, like right before she goes into the chorus here, I just wanted to roll it back, and I wanted to hear it one more time before we roll into the second chorus. All right?
Okay.
The squeaks. Oh my God, I love them. Right here.
That is
squeak,
is Stevie
man.
Nicks.
Yes.
That is super Stevie Nicks.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Squeak.
Which is not regular Stevie Nicks. Super Stevie Nicks.
Super Stevie.
Is when she got that on her solo career.
True. Facts.
All right. Sorry. But that clap, that.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. I love that add in.
It is good.
Your team, your vibe. locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me.
Oh God.
It's
Can I
so
just say
good.
something really quick? How many notes can one woman hit in 2 seconds? How many notes can one woman hit in 2 seconds? That me goes crazy. Goes crazy.
For all the people that say she's not a singer, she's not a good singer.
Okay,
Give
so
you
I
this.
have thoughts, but I have overarching thoughts.
Do you want to wait till the end?
I'll wait till the end.
Okay,
because
we'll get through the rest of this, and then we'll stop and do thoughts.
I dropped it back a little bit because I want to hear that
me again
into the hook. I
Yeah.
want to hear that.
Sorry, I had to stop it. Every time I hear that me, it's amazing, and hearing it in headphones is like next level. Oh my God, that gave me the chills. Okay.
My memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. I can see it all. They wonder you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, lay the sea, the sky, pledge allegiance to your hand. Your team, your vibes, don't care where the hell you've been. 'Cause now you're mine, it's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia, you saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
Okay. All right. I gotta give my take on this before I forget it. And I know this is probably surface level, and anyone that's a Taylor Swift fan here, this is gonna be like, no shit, idiot. So the vibe I'm getting this, and it's not what I thought when I heard the title, The Fate of Ophelia, right? I thought it was going to be a play on Ophelia, kind of like what the Lumineers did, not so direct reference to Ophelia.
Right.
But the overall vibe I'm getting, and I'm curious if this vibe is what seems like is going to continue through the full album, is the fact that he thought she was basically, there's two types of stories, and Taylor's very much into storytelling and literature and arts. So what I'm wondering, if she thought she was living not in a comedy, but in a tragedy.
Yes.
And very much like The Fate of Ophelia, which is a tragedy from Hamlet, that was her life until she realized that Travis was the one and saved her from that fate. And very much what she's saying in that song is she is very much believing that he is the one, not just another boyfriend, but the one.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm taking it that the rest of this album is a continuation. It's almost, not to take away from the title, but it's a love letter to Travis to a degree.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. The entire album is very, it is a love album. Absolutely, for sure. And I've also seen like a lot of people out there that are like, oh, I don't understand the theme and the title of the album because this isn't Showgirl, it's love. But I think really, leaning back on what Taylor said on the New Heights podcast, that this isn't necessarily about the glitz and glam of being a showgirl. It's the backstage. It's what's happening behind the stage for her life. And that's what was happening all through the Eras Tour when she was writing this was, Travis doting on her and, just loving her the way that she needed. And I think that that's definitely the point of this song, is that she felt like she was going, maybe not necessarily like obvious, like the actual literal, what happened with Ophelia as far as like drowning and all of that, but just, what's the word I'm looking
her
for?
life was a tragedy.
Yeah. Like drowning in, like she said, drowning in the melancholy, right? Living in purgatory. I think that that's how she felt her life was going to go. She would never actually find that one person who loved her the way that she wanted to be loved and the way she felt she deserved to be loved. But then all of a sudden, here's this man who is doing all of the things that she's been talking about for all these years. And she's like, wait, is this real? Like, and that's definitely like the vibe that I got from, a lot of her lyrics in this was her kind of journey through, is it real? Okay, it's real. and now I'm saved. Like,
and that's kind of what I got from it, especially with the reference to fantasy stories intertwined with Hamlet. You know what I mean? That's really what I got from it.
Yeah.
And not to say that every song's a love letter to Travis on this, but it is, I feel like that's the theme I'm getting from this.
And I think a little, what I would actually say is maybe not necessarily a love letter to Travis. It almost feels like a letter like to herself saying like, you're there. It's okay. Like, you do have somebody out there for you. It's the complete opposite. And I know this will mean nothing to you, but it's the opposite of the prophecy. It was very, can someone change the prophecy was what that song was about. You know,
finding what she's looking for.
And now this is like, for me, this is her saying the prophecy has been changed and it's okay to be happy about it. So.
Okay. I think I can understand where you're coming from on that. Okay.
And then the last thing I wanted to say about that song, I didn't pause it at the time because again, it was just a little background thing. I have not heard it in my car or anything, but that last part of the chorus where she's like, Ophelia, like, and I'm not singer, guys, sorry, but where she carries that out and really just screams it and belts into it.
The way she carries that chorus with the title, The Fate of Ophelia, is not something to really easily do across a pop song. And the way she does it, it plays very well. It's very much a bop. If I was going to rate it out of a 10 based on pop songs, I would definitely get this like a 7, maybe a 7.5.
I like it. Okay.
Based on, pop. So I think it was
based on pop.
Give me Taylor Swift.
All right. So really quick before we
or 7.5 on the bop listing.
on the bop list. I like it.
Okay, so really quick before we move into the next song, I actually wanted to do this before we even listened to any of the songs, and then I completely forgot. I'm going to list off the 6 songs that we're going to listen to.
Pop. Yep.
And you're going to, just based off the titles, tell us which one is going to be your favorite. And then after we listen to them all, we'll see which one was your favorite. So we have Ophelia.
Okay.
We're going to be doing Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
Opalite.
I know that one.
Father Figure.
Okay. All right.
Canceled.
I have an assumption of what that's about, but I don't know.
And then The Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina Carpenter, which is the title track, obviously.
So which one I think I'm going to like the least or the most?
Oh, which one do you think you like the most? Just based off the titles.
I'm going to go off just titles, and partly just because I know what these 2 things, I know what 3 of them are actually about, I think. Ophelia is a reference to Hamlet, I'm pretty sure. But I'm going to say probably Opalite because I know it's a reference to you. I've heard you talk about it. But maybe runner up Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay. Ooh. I think you're going to like Elizabeth Taylor. Yeah. I think the instrumentals on this next song on Elizabeth Taylor is a lot more up your alley with the kind of more hip hoppy style
beat drops, like very Reputation vibe.
All right.
Oh, so we get kaleidoscope shit.
Oh yeah, you get the visual.
I haven't watched any of these lyric videos, so I'm seeing these for the first time too.
So just so you know, Katie, I don't know if you actually know this, but I know she always puts out like these lyric videos, you know? She did 2 sets this year. She did lyric videos and then visualizers.
The visualizers are the one I've seen.
Oh, those are insane, man. I was watching them the other night and I was just like, these are great.
Get high and watch those.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today and listening to this reaction. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe so that you get notifications for all of our future content. And you control that future content. So make sure you comment down below. Let us know what you want to see us react to. Let us know what you want us to check out. What are your favorite things? What do you want to see? Because like I said, you guys are the ones that control this channel.
Do it. Take over your destiny.